What's up, guys? So yesterday we traded our red MR2 for Trevor's Civic, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on his roll cage today. So it's gonna be the same process, just like how we have done every other roll cage. Right now we're gonna start by pulling the interior completely out of this thing, get both his seats out. He said that it's okay that we're going to be removing the back seats permanently because I wanna run 2 bars back there. We'll tie the strut towers together, and that's where we'll get our support back there. So no more back seats in this thing. We'll also be ripping the carpet out as well because we have to get to the floor to weld the floor plates, and then just pull everything out that we need to get out of here, and then we can go ahead and start fabbing up the main hoop and just go from there. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and get it all ripped out. Trevor conveniently has this GoPro mount on his dash so we can film the back seats coming out. All right, so we got the interior pulled out of Trevor's car, and I already went ahead and started laying out how we're going to do the main hoop on this thing. So we were in the car just a little bit ago and we got some measurements of where we're gonna run everything, like how wide the roof is. It's gonna be basically the exact same as how we did the one in my hatch because it is the same car, EK Civic, except this one is just a coupe. But we got our measurements right here, and then I grabbed this piece of cardboard and we laid it all out full scale and drawed all our lines, and we have our full measurements everywhere. And then this is the piece that I always borrow from Sean because he made this 90 with inch markings on it just to see how long each bend will be. So that compensates for like these marks here because that is a transition. Then I just put this tube right there, and I just count in inches how long that bend will be. It makes it really easy. So doing that, we can figure out how much length we need off this total piece, which comes out to 134.5 inches. So I just need to nip off a little bit of that, but this piece right here will be long enough for our main hoop. And since I already have all this laid out on cardboard, I just gotta put these marks as they need to be on here, bend them at the marks, and then I'll just use this template to draw it all out, and then we'll see how it fits in the car once we're done. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on bending the hoop out. All right, we got our main hoop bent out for Trevor's Civic. We're gonna test fit it right now. I'm hoping to get this thing pretty nice and tight because that's how I like the cages. Tight is always good, as long as we're not too tight. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's looking freaking perfect, dude.
That's it.
That's perfect. I'm actually surprised that it's not taller than that. I left a little extra in case, but actually that'll work out perfect because once we have the plates, yeah, that'll be good.
Tucked right up against the head.
Dang, that fits out freaking. Dude, look how close it comes right here. I'm happy with that.
It's better than the hatches.
I know. Yeah, no, that fits good. And then we added a little bit of a kick in right here, just ever so slightly, so that when we do the floor plates, I can get around them easy. But those will go right there. We have to clean off the sound deadening to get those in. But yeah, main hoop is bent out, so that's the hardest one to do, so that is out of the way. Yep. If it's good. Got her running again.
Got her finally.
It's been too long.
Way too long.
This thing's been sitting forever. We need that rematch. Yeah. I gotta get the hatch back up and going. He says he'll dust me now. It has a new turbo on it.
Yeah.
The old turbo's on Wago.
Yeah, the old turbo's on Wago. It's a big single, right? Cool little setup.
The water to air.
Turbo just stuffed way down inside there.
Shane's been working hard on it the last like month. Because what was wrong with it? Like the clutch fork or something was messed up.
Fork, brakes.
He got it all back together and then he had to take it all the way apart again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's there now.
She looks good, nice and cleaned up. Could use a bath, but it's not bad right now.
No, it's just
looks good on the camera.
Yeah.
So we took a break from the roll cage in Trevor's Civic because right now Roman is getting ready to work out some kinks with the Grinch. He got his car on the dyno yesterday and they were getting ready to do some pulls with it, but they had some issues with like the cam sync.
Yeah, cam sync is going out, so it's like, it feels like we're hitting rev limiter, but it's not. It's at 70, like 300 RPM, and we have it turned to 9,300. So we keep hitting that. So that's what I was hitting in Texas too. I thought it was rev limiter, but I was like, man, it feels really short. It feels like it's not coming into power all the way. So I was hitting that. So we're losing cam sync right now. So we have Brad remote tuning it right now. Just trying to fix that. He says he might have a fix for it. So he's gonna upload a new tune in it and then we're gonna see what it could do.
All right. See if that wastegate works too. I mean, you guys know it worked out in Texas, but now you'll actually get to see it on the dyno work.
Get to see it, so now hopefully we could hold a boost level and just take it all the way out.
Yeah, and actually
having it take off.
Yeah, turn it down a little bit to keep the stock tranny alive.
Yeah, that moon tune is.
And you did fix the shift linkage.
Yeah, the shift linkage is fixed. I took your idea of routing it differently. So what I did, it was going through the old heater core spot. I went through the floor now and then up above the K-member. It keeps it all away from the heat as well too, and it shifts better than it ever has. So
nice. So yeah, now the cables have a nice straight path, and because before they kind of curved up and around.
Yeah.
I was like, you should probably try to make them a little straighter.
Yep. So I took that idea and ran with it, and it seems to be working fine now. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully all gets worked out today.
Yep. Sounded like it cut out.
All right, so that was 710.
Yeah.
710.
Send him a picture of that graph.
Okay.
Still sounded like it was cutting out though.
Still cut out up top. It did?
It did.
Yeah, that was only 7,300 RPM.
Yep, same thing.
So we still have another, we take it to 93 now.
Yeah, we're missing 2,000 RPM.
If we turn launch control off, it'll go past it.
$741.
Still not getting all the way up there though, huh?
No, remember we backed the limiter down.
Oh.
So that time you pulled the limiter back. Did it go to limiter fine that time though?
We'll know in a second. I'm just letting him look at things real quick.
Oh, he's still just remote tuning over there.
He's on heat.
Yeah, so we have a guy who's actually out of state wirelessly tuning right now because he's a guy from Hall Tech, so just helping us out with some stuff.
Be rad.
B Rad.
Be rad.
All the tuners' names start with a B.
Yep. Be rad.
And J. I didn't mean any. No offense to Jamie.
Yeah, whatever.
He's BJ. Oh no.
So that was 20 pounds.
20 pounds?
It's a little less than 30 though.
Yeah,
because before it couldn't make.
You were targeting 19.
Targeting 19.
And then where did it carry out to as far as RPM wise?
Right to the limiter, 79.
79.
Well, at least it rode to the limiter that time.
Yeah.
And it's not making 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Now the gate's working.
Gates are working.
Yeah, thank goodness.
just did 782, but it rode it out that time. So that was like 6-7 pulls.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was the crank position sensor the whole time.
Yep.
Roman just changed it out, and it finally went to its rev limiter.
Yep.
Because it was breaking up early.
We ran into that again before, but it was breaking up, and then it slowly got worse and worse. And I was like, let's just try a sensor again. So looks like that fixed it.
The settings we originally had it. Everything is the way I had it originally.
Yeah.
It was just, and we fought this once before. The first time we had on the dyno, we had to change the sensor. We had to start off one of your motors.
Like 10 crank sensors with me.
That one looks like it's got a nick in it though. That's what
Yeah, so I don't know if you could see, there's a line.
Oh yeah, like maybe something barely rubbed it.
Rubbed it or something and just threw it off.
Ever so slightly. Who knows? That one definitely went through the RPM range that time though.
Yeah.
It was just a crank position sensor the whole time. So rode all the way out, 782 on that one.
What kind of boost was that?
I don't know, you know what boost that was at? Probably a little over 20 pounds. It's still in the 700,
Yeah.
nearly 800 horsepower, all wheel.
He's still pulling it up right now.
But it for sure went at least over 9,000.
Yeah, it was in the 9,000 cells, and I had rev limiter at 93.
Awesome.
So,
Because before it was only hitting 79.
That's more like it. That's the power that we need.
Yep. And with how short the gearing is on this thing,
Yeah.
you need the RPM to get to that
actually
140
trap,
in
yeah.
fourth gear.
Yep. Yeah, it'll do it at 9,300 or 9,600. I think we had it. Bounced rev limiter right as I went through the traps, and it was 140 mile an hour. So
Oh yeah. 23.
23 pounds. At the
and we
top.
were targeting 2021.
Perfect.
So, with this training, that's a perfect place to start.
Yeah.
Perfect place to start. I feel like just leave it there, 780 on the stock tranny.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You gotta make sure you make it through shift cables for a day first.
Yeah, hopefully the shift linkage holds
I'm
up.
gonna go to Honda and pick up a couple crank sensors too.
Might as well.
Just have them in the trailer. We're gonna need
Anything
them.
acts funny, just change the sensor before you even talk to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Occam's razor on the crank position sensor. Usually the simplest answer is usually the correct answer. Go Google it. Occam's razor.
That was the-
Occam's razor.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Well, you think she's ready for the track Wednesday then?
Yeah, Wednesday. I think we have to just go through the alignment in the rear because it's like
A little cambered.
a little cambered out. But yeah, go through that and we'll send it on the street tires and see what we can do.
Well, at least that's sorted. Roman was getting all frustrated with it.
I was like, man, how many?
Earlier he's like, part it out.
Yeah, parting it out. See it needs a crank sensor.
That just shows that one little thing mess it all up. Freaking cars, dude.
Car out there and then you have a crappy crank sensor.
One little thing will ruin the whole car, but it's fixed, so she's ready to rip. All right, back to Trevor's Civic. Brent just grabbed a beer.
Chilling out today.
Yep, chilling on a Saturday for the boys. But yeah, we were just messing with Roman's car for a bit, but back working on his car. I got the halo all traced out on another piece of cardboard right here. We just had the main hoop in the car and about where it needs to be. And then we just measured along the roof for the halo, and I got it all drawn out, like I said. So this side right here is gonna be 20 inches. I actually added an inch to this pipe. I'm gonna add an inch here and an inch there just to give me a little bit of extra material in case we do need to cut it short, because we can always cut material, but if I make it too short, we can't add anything. So I'm actually adding an inch to that, but then we got this 90-degree bend here. That's 11 inches of tubing in that bend, then 21 inches there, 11 there, back to 20, but actually 21. And then this whole thing is gonna be about 37 inches wide and then about 28 inches tall when it's all done. Got another fresh stick of chromoly right here. So it's back to the bender we go and get this halo made. All right, we just got the halo bent and we trimmed it to length and it looks like it's gonna fit up pretty good. So right now it is a little longer than it needs to be, but we still haven't notched the back ends yet. So once we notch those, it's gonna suck it in some. It might need to be trimmed just a little bit back here, like a 1/4 inch, but I think after we notch it, it should fit pretty good because that's where it's at right there. So that fits up really nice and tight, and the main hoop is nice and tight right now. So I'm really happy with how that is coming out so far. But yeah, now the next step will be to notch this thing and get it tacked into place, and then probably start drilling the holes through the floor so we can start dropping stuff down, and then we can move on from there. Well, we made pretty good progress on Trevor's Civic. We got the main hoop and halo bent. We do have to wait until Tuesday to get some more material. Monday is Labor Day, so they're probably gonna be closed. So once Tuesday comes around, we'll go back and get some more chromoly so we can finish everything else because we are short on material. But that's where we're at on that thing for today. But we're also gonna be teaching Roman how to do a proper oil change, you know, and not forget the filter.
Yeah, I just know oil change. I change oil, I don't change filters.
Yeah, you know, you did a good job on the oil change, but you know, you gotta remember the filter. Okay. So, you know, here we have our friend Jen's NSX, you know, she's been in some videos in the past. Oh yeah, all right, what did I say? NSX? It's a RSX. Sorry, I was thinking about Brent's NSX. Brent just got his NSX running today. But we're gonna be doing an oil change on this, you know, we're gonna make sure Roman doesn't forget the filter. You know, I might have to show him how to do it, but.
Where's it at? This is a K-Series, so I mean,
yeah,
I don't know where it's at.
It's up on the back of the motor.
Obviously, because it's.
We'll get her up in the air and we'll show you, get you recertified.
Perfect.
Did you find it?
Not yet. Give me a second. That's the transmission. Oh, there she is. Oh, look at that. Okay. Noted.
So on today's episode, we're doing oil changes.
Boosted oil change?
So none of y'all forget your oil filters.
Yep.
Oh, that's hot. You pulling the filter off right now?
Yeah, I found it. Oh God, it's hot!
Well, you found it last time too, you just didn't put it back on.
Yeah. Filter me.
Right now, don't let him forget it.
Don't let me forget.
There you go. Well, he did it.
I treat this thing good.
He's a changed man.
I'm a changed man. Turn over a new leaf. Putting filters on cars now.
Not forgetting them.
Yeah. God. The internet's never gonna forget that. I'm done. I'm the Walmart lube tech for life.
But that. Yep, there's this.
Stop, don't
Come on,
that.
Jen.
Stop.
Come on.
Stop. There's one speed bump by my house. So I was having a hard time.
Stop.
Slamming on the speed bumps.
Damn. What was this zip tie holding on?
Probably
that at
the
one
bumper.
point.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. Okay, that was.
Well, this one.
Bro. And then she freaking duct taped the exhaust shield out of the way one day because
There's no proof.
Oh yeah. Where's the duct tape at?
no proof, she says. Dang.
Didn't get rid of
Because we slammed this thing on tying super street coils, and now she's just scraping on
And it
everything.
was scraping, and I had nothing at work, so I just had to leave it on until I got home. So you have to do what you gotta do, okay?
I want to put duct tape on it.
That's all.
I mean, she made it.
Oh, it would have caught fire almost. I feel like.
I know, but I wasn't driving that far.
I know.
What was it doing? Just rattling?
Yeah, no, just
it was
dragging on the
and
ground.
scraping.
She FaceTimed me when it happened. She's like, "What do I do?"
What do I do?
I have some
I
duct
took those
tape.
10 millimeters off.
Well, they couldn't get under it. It was just,
Yeah.
jack
okay,
slammed.
So I had to find a bunch of wood planks, and then I had to put it up on the curb, and then I had to drive it up on the curb together.
Oh, hence the underside.
Because I was in Baltimore.
Oh, that's how this happened. Okay. It's all making sense now.
all right, we got the filter back on, right?
Yeah.
Double check.
Yep.
Filter's on. We got our drain nut or bolt back in there.
How tight? I just took the 1/2 inch impact to it. Just gave it.
Just railed her on there. All right, you know, make sure it's on there tight. And now we don't want to forget the oil. That's also an important thing to not
Is
forget.
it? Okay.
Yeah. So we got to do the oil next.
Let's do that.
And this bumper's bothering Steve, so he brought some zip ties. And we're gonna zip tie it back
Tie
up.
magic, baby.
Let's see it, Steve.
All right, here we go.
That white shirt.
I know, I shouldn't have worn the
What
white
do you
shirt
do?
for the
Yeah,
freaking...
what is that? Is that...
That's cheese.
That's cheese.
That's
Yeah.
cheese. That was cheese.
From the Doritos we've been eating.
Yep, that was it. Oh, look at this. We are golden. We are through. We are just gonna like zip tie this up because this is really bugging me. Look at that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Oh yeah.
Steve coming through.
It's a whole new front end.
All right.
Trimmed real quick. Oh yeah.
Got him trimmed up.
I'm thinking one more. Look at this right here. This is, and we got a
Still bugging you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go around the backside here.
Well, it wasn't you.
Wasn't me. It was like that. It was like that when I got it.
It was.
All right, here we go. Look at that. It's
There
all
you go.
flush.
Yeah, it's gonna help out your gas mileage. All the aerodynamics now.
Now you can go over speed bumps without scraping.
Look at this. We're gonna put these in the glove box just in case.
Thank you.
Just in case you need them.
I know, this thing has the good K in it. Mm-hmm. That RSX Type S. Just needs a turbo now. It's got the coils, it's got the slam to the ground look, got the carbon spoiler.
Got all the parts to
We
really
just
make
need
this
a-
thing go fast right here.
Yeah, I know.
You trying to
Wait
go
on-
10s or what?
Bring it back, we'll boost her up.
Yep.
Clean up this engine bay.
Dusty.
All right, Jen, you got
Oh my god.
this.
Well, I'm learning too, so.
Hold on, you're way-
You just pushed. Okay, you pushed up.
I was gonna guide you over. Watch, try again.
Oh.
Just the best thing, you just flip it all the way
Look,
upside.
you need to be right, like there. Okay, just go slow.
Oh my god.
No, you're good. A little will
God
spill.
damn it,
A little will
God damn
spill.
it, God damn it.
If you feel confident, you can give her a little
can
more
start
flow.
pouring.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, you're
Don't
perfect.
make me laugh.
That's pretty good. Look at
That's not bad.
Better than me.
Not bad.
Romans would be all over the floor.
Thought it has been already.
Yeah.
Fucking out! Hang up! School.
There it is.
School right there.
That wasn't bad. Just needs a turbo. Well, that completes our oil change. You want to shut the hood and I'll guide you back. Give me
Oh, yeah.
2 honks, make sure we're
Give her a
clear.
couple honks.
I'll watch out for traffic. Watch me through the mirror. Hey, 2 honks, where you going? All right, you're good. Come on back. Come on back. You're good. Now give the keys back to the customer.
Yep. I took extra care of this one. I put a filter on it. I usually don't do that, so there you go.
Oh, I don't have a tip.
That's fine. It's all good.
Put it on my
Learning
tab.
process. Put it on my tag. Boostedboiz garage.
Well, one happy customer. I think Roman's recertified.
Yeah, I am. I think I'm good to go.
And learned
There's
his lesson.
Yeah. So there's like a 30-minute, 30-mile warranty. That's it.
Alright.
One or the other.
Yeah, whatever comes first.
Good enough for me.
Dude, he's quick. Got a shop toad. Oh, he's out.
He's turboed.
Boosted. Well, guys, we are getting out of here for tonight. Roman got the Grinch figured out today. Found out it just had a bad crank position sensor. So ready to go. Made 782
Yeah, 782 on
all-wheel horsepower.
Yeah, all-wheel horsepower.
23 pounds, he said.
23 pounds. Yeah.
Got the shift linkage figured out, so ready
Should be
to
good to go for Wednesday as long as you get the Prelude ready. Just gotta
Yeah,
sort
well, I
that
mean,
thing out.
yeah, either way, if the Prelude's not ready, I'm still down to go with you and see this thing rip on a test and tune. So hopefully that will be a successful day. You know, been
hopefully.
chasing issues,
Just
but
the training's gotta stay together. We
Yeah.
just want a good solid hit out of it. That's it.
yeah, we'll see what she does. Got to put the Prelude on the dyno still to get it figured out, but I'm busy with Trevor's roll cage, so I got to get that knocked out. I also have a big piece coming in the mail for the white MR2, which I've been waiting on. You guys probably can guess what that is, but yeah, so we got a lot going on. Brent got the NSX running today as well too. Well, actually the other day, but
Yeah,
she's up and
finally.
going.
Finally.
And Brent's been fighting a cold.
Yeah,
All
it's
sick.
it's been a long day. It's good.
But yeah, we're gonna out of here for tonight, so see you guys later. Filling up on diesel right now, and only the OG of OG subscribers will remember this, but I think I found Jimmy. Jimmy. Hey, remember when the tire blew up on the MR2 way back when? Then we had to go put the spare on and get home. Man, have times changed. By the way, I'm twin turboing that thing now, if you didn't know. So yeah, I've been doing good. It's nice to see you again. Here, go up in this tree. Stay away from the gas pumps, bud.